Welcome to SveNFL.
What the fuck is up, y'all?
It's John the Rollins.
Skip me, Sora.
Two Americans living in Sweden, talking about football. Man, welcome back, man. We had to do something that we've never had to do before, man. We had to have an episode without one of us present.
I know.
But I'm thankful that I got to have Champ on to take your place, but I'd rather you be here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I enjoyed the Champ episode. I'm not gonna lie, there was a fair amount of chatter about me. So I always like it. I always like it when people talk about me. So it might have been one of my favorite all-time episodes because I feel like half of the conversation was about me. But yeah, it was unfortunate because I was doing this thing for working out of the Sony Pictures building, and this place is like this building is like a fortress, bro. It's like headquarters Sony Pictures. I think the English Premier League is in the same building. Like,
wow.
You got to go through like all these motherfuckers. Like, as a guest, like I had to get somebody to actually let me onto the elevator and press the floor that I'm going to. Like,
wow.
So like when I was trying to request, like, is it okay? Like when we're done at the end of the day, can I just hang out and do a podcast episode? And they're like, no. Like, no, you cannot do that.
They're like, what's this podcast about? Football with their hands.
But I will say this: one of my favorite things that I've like from the moment that I landed here in London, I immediately started seeing NFL gear. I don't even think I made it out of Heathrow, and I had already seen at least 6 teams. I saw a dude wearing an Eagles hoodie. I saw some dude wearing a Packers snow cap, and on my way to work, this chick was wearing Giants jacket. I know
that was for the Packers.
Oh, and I saw a guy yesterday wearing a Lions hat. I was like, man, see, they know what's up.
Yeah. Shout out to the Lions.
I didn't see any Falcons gear, but I guess that's understandable.
Damn. Did you see any Dolphins?
I have seen Dolphins gear since I've been here.
Nice. I heard they were pretty popular back in the day. So
yeah, I've seen quite a bit of NFL gear since I got here, which I think is quite cool. I love it.
Yeah, man. Good to hear, man. Well, you're about to fly back, and I appreciate you taking the time hopping on do this before you catch your flight. But yeah, it's a lot going on. We had a very emotional week last week with the Damar Hamlin stuff that's still lingering. Still see it on the news.
Week 18 is normally kind of a whatever kind of week. But man, there were some killer storylines. I mean, how crazy is it that fucking Naheem Hines with the fucking kickoff return on the first play? It's just like, what? This is like, how you don't even. If you wrote that into a script, they would be like, that's too much, bro.
A little much.
That shit doesn't happen. And then he does it again later in the game. You're just like, holy shit, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah, so it was good.
And your Dolphins showed out too. That was impressive. How many points did they score? What was it? 11 or 10? How many points did your Dolphins score? What the fuck?
11.
I looked at that. It looked like a baseball score.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening here? What is this?
The Orioles?
And look, I'm gonna get to all my Bulldog gloating and all that other kind of stuff later, because we're maybe a little more pressed for time than we'd like to be. Because I got a lot of things to say about the Bulldogs. However, I do want to address one thing that came up in the episode with you and Champ. Well, first of all, I have to say I really appreciate that you stuck up for my Falcons. That was very cool of you. And he was trying to thread that needle. Like, did the Falcons beat Tom Brady? And you were like, hey, he started the game.
Yep.
That means he lost. And I was like, I was on the train like pumping my fist. I was like, fuck you. I was like, fuck Tom Brady. If you start the game and you lose the game,
you lost again.
Fucking lost. And come on, dude, Champ, give me a break, bro. It's the first time in our fucking lives we've ever beaten Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So I don't like to think that Brady was sat to protect. I like to think that the Falcons like led to Tom Brady being benched. Right? So I'm going to go with that. And 10 years from now, you look back at the box score, and everyone's going to go, "Oh my God, it looks like Tom Brady got benched against the Falcons." And I'm going to, yep, that's exactly what happened.
So, I like it. Yeah. I love it.
So fuck that. It's but maybe we should rip into some news because what the fuck is going on with Lamar Jackson? This is like,
man, he might be in the Falcons uniform next year.
I guess, but this is such a weird story because they were like, oh, he's going to be back for that Christmas game. And then it's just like every week, it's like, he's not here. Like the way I get that you don't want to let people know, like teams keep that injury information quite tight to the chest, but this seems a little bizarre to me.
Yeah. I think it's obvious that he's his own agent.
You know what? That's a great point. Actually, you're right about that.
He's trying to be savvy, and it's just backfiring.
I didn't think about that. I really didn't, but you're probably right. Wow. Anyway, appears like he's not going to play. I don't know if you guys got to the coaches fired shit, but we got some Kingsbury. He gone.
Yeah, he gone. I don't know if we talked about it, but I wanted to. I don't remember. It was late at night.
I think it came up actually because I think I remember Champ saying like, I always thought that Schif was out here disrespecting Cliff Kingsbury. Saying
he did say
I was like, what the fuck were you seeing that me and Jonathan weren't seeing? We knew this guy was fucking out the door. These owners, the coach contracts are guaranteed, but in all reality, they don't count against the cap.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
So you can do whatever the fuck you want, and they can put any number of fucking clauses in there where I think a lot of times like they get a lot of out clauses in the sense that like if Kingsbury winds up as a coach on somebody else's roster, then they don't really have to pay him anymore.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Probably, and that's what I was saying about the restructure. I think the restructure probably dealt with them having an out.
I mean, to be fair, it was dumb for them to extend.
But that might have been, I'm saying the extension. I think the extension might have had some type of language to help them in the case that he's what he is.
Extending both of those guys, Steve Keim too, the GM, he's out as well.
Oh, is he fired?
Oh, yeah, he's out. He's gone.
Okay, good.
So, but extending both of those guys at the beginning of the season before, it was almost like the owner was trying to send a message to Kyler Murray, but it didn't work because they wound up having to pay him anyway, too. So it's like...
With a homework clause?
I mean, the Cardinals owner, I don't remember his name, but the Bidwell family, I think is their name. They're idiots. And not only that, it looks like there's a rumor that they may be looking to get rid of D-Hop, like, to facilitate the rebuild. Like, this is I've seen this on multiple different sites.
Oh, wow.
The D-Hop is on the block. It's like, what the fuck? Okay.
Damn.
It would suck to be a Cardinals fan.
So what happens with Murray? He's got to go through a rebuild?
I'm wondering if they're trying to, like, because I think the owner still is pissed that he had to pay Kyler Murray. And maybe he's just trying to, like, bleed the team dry so that Murray will demand a trade. Wouldn't that be fucking retarded? That'd be crazy. I don't even know where. I don't know.
Murray might be kind of damaged goods, bro.
He can't finish the season without an injury, so he's, like, literally damaged goods.
And when he's playing, it's not like he's really shocking the world. It's kind of...
He does it for like a couple of games. He looks like a fucking crazy video game, and then he gets hurt, and then it's like, oh, he's not that good anymore. But who else got fired? Titans fired like half of their offensive staff, including their offensive coordinator.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I did mention that Tannehill might be done with that experiment.
So it says here that, well, not only did I think you remember a few weeks ago I brought up this story where offensive coordinator Todd Downing was arrested for a DUI on his way home from a game back in November, I think it was. But on top of that, the Titans went from, I read this the other day, 15th in the league in points scored to 17th in total yards last season. To 17th and They went from 28. Oh no, that was in yard. Yeah, their offense just tanked, dude. Despite the fact that they have Derrick Henry, and of course it's because they got rid of AJ Brown. Like that has to be, to me, like the epicenter of like the dumbest thing they've done. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck?
We couldn't
if you're
do
trying to build
diddly
something,
poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball.
Actually, all they could do is run the ball.
They and now who else did they fire? They fired their O-line coach.
So they keep
Carter.
Vrabel though. This is staying. His seat is hotter now.
They fired their. Oh yeah, for sure. If you do that kind of shit where you just like start chopping off heads, you're next if you don't turn this around. So, yeah, they also fired their secondary coach, a guy who has a very weirdly unfortunate last name. His name is Anthony Midget.
You mean Anthony Little Person?
No, it says midget. So I'm just saying what it says. It does not say Anthony Little Person. That's a weird last name.
Yeah.
The chatter about what's going to happen with Sean Payton has to be one of the more.
Yeah. That's
going to be the most fascinating off-season story. I mean, he's out here talking to the Broncos. He's out here talking to the Panthers. He's out here talking to, he's out here talking to everybody.
I looked it up,
and
here.
It looks like
it says that Anthony Midget came up short of expectations. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I see what you did there. That was good. And then the other intriguing story is that Sean McVay is apparently out here giving all of his assistant coaches permission to look for other jobs. Like you remember he did this last year. He seemed like he wasn't entirely sure whether he was going to come back or not. And it appears we're kind of in the same space with Sean McVay right now.
Wow.
So I'm not sure what's going to happen with him.
What's the commercial he does? Baked beans or whatever?
Chunky soup.
Chunky soup is that chunky soup money, man. He can live off of that.
I know I said I wasn't going to talk about my Bulldogs, but my man, former Bulldog Roquan Smith, got the bag. Ravens agreed to a 5-year, $100 million contract.
Damn.
NFL's top-paid inside linebacker. Let's fucking go.
Damn.
And just to give you a sort of a picture, I saw this. The Ravens defense before and after Roquan Smith. Points per game, they were 20th in the league. Now they're second. Yards per game, 24th in the league. Now they're second.
See, the smart.
Total QBR rating versus the Ravens defense was 22nd in the league. Now they're sixth. Yards per rush, 14th. Now they're third. Roquan's out here fucking ripping that shit. Him and Patrick Queen side by side are absolutely terrorizing offenses all over the NFL.
Straight cash, homie.
Get that money.
He got that bag. Final news story. Because the NFL ruled the Bills-Bengals a no contest, that game where the Mar Hamlin situation, if the AFC title game turns out to be Bills versus Chiefs, it appears that this AFC title game will be played in the A, baby. Let's go. First time the playoffs have returned to Atlanta in quite some time. Unfortunately, it's not the Falcons, but at least they'll get treated to a real football game. So that's good.
And they booked Maroon 5 already, so.
Everybody wants that. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna want that.
They just
But
not
I think
gonna
that's
want
pretty
that.
cool. I think it'd be great to see. Shit, if I was in the A, man, I would absolutely go to a Bills Chiefs game. That would be sick as hell.
Yeah, that would be nuts. I don't know if it'll happen, but that'll be nuts if it's Bills Chiefs.
Yeah, we'll see. Should we flip them and pick them?
Yeah, I guess we
did I? Hold on, wait. Well, hold on a second. Did I hear correctly in the last episode? I don't know. I wasn't there, so did I win? Flip them and pick them regular season?
Yeah.
I think I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Wow. Come from behind win. How about that shit?
Yeah, man.
Someone's got his finger on the pulse. And I won the pigskin pick'em. I
Yes,
guess I
you
didn't
really.
mention that yet.
That's the more impressive one there.
Can I tell you? I made so many underdog picks in week 18. I only got 2 games wrong in week 18.
I saw that. It's amazing.
I was a little shy. I put a lot on the line, and I was like, man, this is a big risk, but this is the only way I'm going to win if I pick these fucking games, and it worked. Yeah.
Congrats, man.
It was dope.
I'm a good sport. I'm a loser, but I'm a good sport.
The episode was funny because it sounded like your bro Champ. He actually sounded like he was feeling some actual pain, letting that one slip away. Like he literally sounded like he was kind of upset about it. I was laughing my ass off. Oh shit!
Yeah, he's a competitive guy, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I've seen the way he comments on Facebook. He never lets anything go. It's like a fucking pit bull.
Yeah, man. All right, so we got. I gotta remove this pigskin pick'em thing. All right, we got the Seahawks 49ers. Oh no, we got to do the flip. I think you should flip since you won the season. What do you think about that? Or you flips.
I should flip it and call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says I flip, but I think you should flip.
Right. I'm gonna flip now. I think. Is this a quarter? I can't tell what the fuck this is. Yeah, that's a quarter. All right. I just reached into my bag. I never know what the fuck is in there. All right, here we go. We're flipping. I'm calling. I'm gonna call it before I flip it. So I'm gonna call tails.
Okay.
And tails it is, bitches. Let's go.
It's funny how you never lose. Just saying.
What is that on the tails? This is a weird Shenandoah. This is a weird fucking quarter.
Do you want to go first?
Good question. Do I want to go first? Yeah, I do want to go first. All right. First up, we got 49ers versus the Seahawks.
Smart to go first, man. This is why you win. Very smart going first.
I always look ahead. I look beyond the first 2 games. That's what I do. This one starts at what? 10:30 our time? Is that right? I think it starts at 10:30.
Yeah, no, 10:30.
I think so. It starts at 10:30 our time.
10:30 p.m. Yeah.
I mean, as much as I would love to see Geno Smith sort of shock the world, I think this 49ers defense is going to be a little too much for Geno to handle. So I'm going to go 49ers in this game.
All right. I got the toughest game, man. Probably the best game of the weekend is going to be Chargers versus Jaguars. Man, I'm gonna have to go with the unsexy pick, but I'm gonna say the Jaguars are gonna win this game.
Why is that not sexy?
Because everybody likes Justin Herbert. I think Staley shot himself in the foot because it looks like Mike Williams might not be 100%.
Dude, how fucking dumb was that?
It was dumb as shit. And he got so defensive in the press conference. It's like, bro, you fucked up.
What was he thinking?
Of all players, man.
Bro, I mean, that was just dumb. I mean, the Jags are sexy. Jags are sexy. They got T-Law and Associates. They got that weird mascot who runs around in a fucking thong. That's fucking sexy as hell.
I just think that, I don't know. I just feel like people want the Chargers really bad. They want that to work out.
True. So wait, you're taking Jaguars?
Yeah, I'm taking the Jaguars. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I couldn't remember. All right. Next up. Oh shit! I heard you. That was the other thing I laughed at in the last episode. I never heard somebody so depressed that they made the playoffs.
I'm not happy about this at all. This is why I said it was a smart pick, because it's the most lopsided. You get a guaranteed victory here.
I have never heard somebody so upset making the playoffs.
Well, the truth is,
I am so upset.
that's what it comes down to, man.
Yeah. I mean,
we don't deserve it. We don't deserve it, especially with the roster right now. I mean, sometimes you.
So hold on a sec. So it's official that Tua is not playing in this.
Yeah, he's
game.
out.
Is that true?
He's out. Yeah.
And Teddy's out because his finger's broken.
No, he's been practicing.
Right?
Limited in practice.
But they're probably going to roll with Skylar Thompson, right?
It depends. If Teddy can squeeze the ball, then they'll probably roll with him. Or maybe he'll be like emergency backup. It's probably better to have Thompson. And you can run on the Bills, but I'm not even going to bullshit and act like I feel like it's some way they're going to win. So you go ahead and make your pick, bro.
Yeah, the Bills are going to beat that ass.
It's not going to feel like the Dolphins, the real Dolphins were there and got beat anyway, you know?
Right.
It's crazy how much. I don't know if I've seen a team with such a drop-off. Well, besides the Colts when Peyton Manning left. But that wasn't a mid-season thing. But the team just completely...
Well, the Colts last year kind of fell off a cliff, didn't they?
Yeah, but that wasn't... I'm talking about one player leaving. One injury. And I'm just thinking Peyton Manning was a big one because Peyton Manning left and it was like an 11-win team and then they got the number one pick and got Andrew Luck. So...
Yeah.
All right, then we got the Giants and the Vikings. Another tough one, man. Giants are kind of they're kind of a Cinderella story, and the Vikings have been fake news all year. But I think both of these teams have been kind of fake news the entire year.
I agree.
Giants they both overperformed. The Vikings did to a higher degree. Giants, I think, have the coach of the future, but I don't think they have. I think he's milked that team for all he could. So I'm going to go with the Vikings to win this one.
Yeah, you're right. This one is a little tricky because, I mean, the Vikings clearly have the better roster. But, man, when they lose, they haven't lost a lot of games, but when they do, it's like, whew, what is happening?
Some of their wins are like, woof.
True. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But when they get beat, they tend to get stomped. Let's see. That's all the Sunday games. Or no, sorry. Chargers-Jaguars is Saturday night. Dolphins-Bills is a 7 o'clock game on Sunday. Giants-Vikings is 10:30 our time. And then Sunday night at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning, you got Ravens-Bengals. Again, this Lamar Jackson shit is crazy. I just don't. I mean, the defense is great, obviously. Thanks to my man, former Bulldog Roquan Smith, of course. However, I believe these Bengals are just going to be a little too much.
Bengals got some injuries on the right side of the offensive line, by the way.
That's true. I did see that.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm picking the Bengals, but don't be surprised if, because I remember that shit last year where, Burrow gets sacked 11 times, or was it 9 times, by the Titans, and they still won the game. That shit's not supposed to happen. And if the Ravens can get to Joe Burrow, I wouldn't expect them to sort of duplicate that. That kind of shit can only happen once. But again, like I said, I'm still going Bengals.
Yeah, I get that. Another tough one, man. Every other one is tough here. Cowboys, Bucks. It seems like the Cowboys should run away with this. Boat race the Bucks at home, but Dak looks like he left his his mojo somewhere on a flight that got lost with the luggage or something.
You know what? I think it's fine not to be too whatever. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna toot my own horn. I just come up fucking with W's all over the place. I said it last week. I said this shit last week that a win ain't a win, and that I thought it was stupid that they were ignoring the fact that Dak Prescott is out here throwing all these picks, and it's like they don't care because they're like, oh, we got 12 wins, but he does it again in Week 18, and it's suddenly like, now everybody's like, oh, he led the league in interceptions. I'm like, yeah, that's what I was fucking trying to tell you, idiots. Should be worried about this motherfucker.
Yes.
What's wrong with y'all?
He's a habitual
Skip Stradamus
line
is
stepper.
I'm telling you, man, people gotta fucking listen now. Come on.
Yeah. The thing was, I mean, him throwing it once is okay, but when he does it
over and 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 over.
that was him this year, man. So I was worried, but something about Dak makes me want to root for him, but then something about him makes me want to hate him. It's weird. He's like a microcosm of the Cowboys.
Yeah, you know what? It's actually more Jerry that annoys me. Like, there was an article the day after
And their fans.
the Cowboys. Yeah, there was an article the day after, because Jerry always goes on the radio the day after every Cowboys game, and the headline from his radio appearance was "Throwing interceptions is not in Dak's DNA," and I was like, the stats sort of suggest that it might be in his DNA. You know what I mean? Like, Jerry Jones is like, they should. We've said this before.
Yeah.
They are America's team, but not. I see them as America's team because I see America as this place that gets completely obsessed with the lie that they tell themselves about who they are. You know what I mean? While ignoring what they really are. To me, there's nothing more American than that. And so, for that reason, I think the Cowboys are the perfect America's team because they are completely full of shit. They're all smoke and mirrors. They haven't fucking won a playoff game and God knows when. They've only won 4 playoffs games in the last 25 years. It's like, come on, guys, fucking stop talking and fucking show up and do something. You know what I mean? I wouldn't know how to pick this game. Part of the reason why I don't want to pick this game. It's not like you can depend on the Bucks either.
Jeez. Yeah, you can't depend on the Bucks either. But there's this mysticism, and this might be the year that this is my hot take, that this might be the year that mysticism dies because everybody was living off of that. Regardless of how things were playing out for the Packers, Aaron Rodgers has this mystic thing, and the same thing goes for Tom Brady, where they're just like, he just finds a way. Even at that game when they went to overtime, he just finds a way. Don't give him too much time. It's like, it's not the same Tom Brady. This isn't the Patriots. This is a team that's carried by its defense, and and just this year the defense isn't able to carry them. It's not like Tom Brady winning that Super Bowl and just killed it. That defense shut down a great Kansas City offense.
That's true.
So it's not about Brady anymore. I think Brady understands it. That's the good thing. The team knows who they are, but the narrative is just annoying.
Absolutely.
But this might be the year that all of that dies after Rodgers exited early, and Brady might also exit early.
Okay. So who you picking?
I thought I said it too. I don't know why I thought this was yours all of a sudden. So, I gotta go with the better roster, man. I gotta say the Cowboys are gonna win. I'm probably gonna hate myself once this game plays out because I can see how the Bucks win, but I gotta pick the Cowboys to win because it just makes sense that the Bucks came from the shittiest division in football, and that's the only reason they're in the playoffs. And the Cowboys had a chance to get the damn 1 seed towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
when it comes down to it's not like the Cowboys' defense is anything to sniff at either.
I will say this: I feel like there's more pressure on the Cowboys.
Oh, definitely.
Given the roster that they have, and given the fact that they have this history of bowing out of the playoffs early, McCarthy. I think McCarthy's going to get fired if he loses in the first round of the playoffs. Personally,
I was going to say that there's a lot of talk about how bad of a coach McCarthy is, but I got to call a spade, and it's not looking like Todd Bowles is a great head coach, man.
No.
I mean, that team, or maybe it's just such a drop off from what's his name, the Bruce Arians to Todd Bowles that it's just glaring. But this is the second time every time he's looking every time they cut to him on the sidelines and he's just got that blank stare. It's like, I don't know, man.
I think I said this several weeks ago. I'm still willing to give Todd Bowles a pass based on all the drama that Tom Brady has brought to this team, all the off-field stuff that he's brought to this team this year. I'd be interested to see what Todd Bowles can do, like in a rebuild. See if he's actually a good coach. I think he deserves the opportunity to do that.
He's gotten that opportunity in the rebuild. Well, the Jets didn't really do much with it, but they never built, just like they do when some of these coaches they don't give him a fair shot. So I'd love to see him get a fair shot. He was a defensive coordinator for the Dolphins for a while. I liked him then. I liked him. That's when he came in as interim coach once they fired Sperano. I was hoping they might even hire him. I liked Todd Bowles, but
I mean, obviously, the elephant in the room, the big question, the main sort of key aspect of this game is how will Tom Brady respond to being benched against the Atlanta Falcons? Everybody knows that's that's
the question. It's burning in my mind.
I haven't seen anybody else asking this question, but
that's what we do here.
Many times I brought things up that like a week later everyone's like, oh shit, that guy said the thing, and who's that? Is Schif Stradamus? Have you heard of that guy? That guy's fucking out here ripping it up. He won the pigskin pick 'em. He won the flip 'em and pick 'em. Oh, his Bulldogs won the national championship. Let's go back to back, bitches. Woo!
Oh man, the benching. Yeah, we'll see if he bounces back from that benching, man.
Very embarrassing. Very embarrassing.
Well, that's the wild card, man. We're at that part of the season where the games are just it's few and far between now, man. It's gonna be fewer and fewer the last few weeks. We can do a playoff prediction thing when you have more time. I'd like to make a full-on prediction thing. We can maybe do it on our gambling thing. I think we should make some futures bets on the playoffs.
Yeah, let's. We can link up. We can link up tomorrow. I'm flying back today, and then obviously I'm home all day Saturday, so we can. We can see what's up.
So those of you that want to check that out, follow us on Patreon and subscribe. It's patreon.com/SveNFL, and we'll be updating that with our gambling. I'll make some bets. Tell you what to do to become rich, because we obviously just listen to Schif, man. He knows what's happening.
Clearly.
I wish we would have been able to link up and make bets when you knew everything for last week. The 1 week.
I know, right?
We couldn't bet.
We would have made some mad cash last week if we had bet my shit.
Damn. All right, man. Well, thanks to everybody for checking us out. It's another fun episode of SveNFL. Don't know what else to say, man. Safe travels to you, man.
Thank you, bro.
And I'll see you soon, man. We'll be back making some bets and whatnot. Thank y'all for checking out. Good luck to your teams if they're still in it, unless it's the Bills. Fuck the Bills. And
I got nobody to fuck. My guys are out already.
Actually, not fuck the Bills, man. It's gonna be great. I'm glad for them, and they're gonna beat our ass. And good luck to all your teams. Thanks so much, Ben. Jonathan Rollins.
Give me Zara.
What's SveNFL? We'll catch y'all after the games. Peace.
Later, y'all.
Get serious, get a job. You better get yourself a job. Get serious, get a job. You get a job like the government said. Get serious, get a job. You better get yourself a job. Get serious.
All right, man.